Okay, so yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I'm not very good at these complicating things. You see,
No, that's okay. Yeah. Well, it's working. Chalda.
yeah, it's tricky, yeah. That's why I asked my daughter to do it.
Yeah. But the youngsters are very good. Even my little girl,
Yeah.
they're very quick and clever. You know, with the iPad and YouTube.
Yeah, because they've been doing that with my brothers, my nieces, and because of this pandemic.
Yeah.
So that's how they used to do Zoom.
This is how we talk now, Baji.
Yeah.
This is it. Hannah, them days have long gone now.
Yeah.
I would meet you at weddings, and we used to get so excited. We knew it was Apna Sangeet was at the wedding. It was a great day.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming on the show. It's a real honor, honestly, for me.
No problem. Thank you for having me, sir.
No. This interview's like 30 years in the making for me. And
okay.
Yeah, so I'll be telling my friends, Jerry, Bernadette Munde in Gravesend, Pal Singh Desi. I told them boys I said I'm gonna interview Sardara Gill today. And they were like, well, they go, you must be excited and nervous. And I said, oh, yeah, I'm excited because you was a hero of mine growing up. And
yeah, we used to do loads of Gravesend, a lot of weddings.
Yeah,
I was also Bhangra. You always Jugunu Bhangra.
Always
that's right. There. Every time we played.
Yeah, I know, always there. And I was always kind of a bit nervous to talk to you because I don't know why, but because
nothing to be nervous about.
You're always, all of you were great and really friendly and helpful. And I remember I went to a wedding once, buddy. I'll tell you a quick story. And it was actually the late Mukran Joel from Gravesend, Hannah. And it was a party that he had at Chantry School. And his son, Maxi, knew I was an Apna Sangeet fan and just said, come along. Right. And even though I wasn't really invited, I just came because you guys were playing. Right? And,
okay.
And usually, if you're not invited, don't make. I think I went on stage and sang a song or tried to, and I think I tried to. Sing, and I tried to sing Challa, and it was awful. And I remember you helping me sing it. I remembered it really well. And looking back at the video, I was like, oh my God, for me, it's embarrassing. But you've been around all my life, and a lot of people that have listened to your music, you've been around, and your unique voice. It's always been about your voice for me. It was so different from everyone else's. And every time I heard one of your songs, I knew it's Sardara Gill was singing.
Okay, thank you.
Definitely, without doubt. And you had a very different voice from a lot of other people, right? I think someone like A.S. Gang, he had a sort of different voice, a different style of voice. And you kind of had a similar sort of style. It was very different from anyone else.
Yes, like A.S. Gang, most people relate him to Yamla Jatt. Yeah, because his voice was so much similar to him. But there again, in England, he was unique in his own
way. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of singers around, and some of them can sound sometimes similar. Enough from India, and they're sounding very similar.
But like sometimes there are a lot of singers that will sound the same. Sometimes the melodies are same. They're probably in the same rag, and most of them will try and they sing in the similar pitch as well.
Yeah. So obviously you've had this voice all your life. This is just the way you speak, and that's the tone of your voice.
Yeah.
So when you was a young kid, I know originally you was in India, right? And you came here when you was quite young, didn't you? And
I came in 1963. I was 6 years old.
Six years old. Yeah. Wow. And so did you have was you interested in music at that time at 6 or?
Yeah, I mean, I was even in India while I was a young kid. Whatever I heard on radio, I used to mumble or sing or what I could, whatever words came in my mind, I would sing. And my grandmother used to say, because, when there were the ladies, Sardara sing something, and whatever came in my mind, I heard on the radio, I would sing. As much as I could.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I had that interest.
Yeah.
Then when I came to England, that's my Punjabi the padhe aake.
Yeah.
I studied Punjabi. मैं अपने Samadik साडा गुरुद्वारा हुंदा है ना Sikh temple Samadik. उत्थे me and my brother we उत्थे ਅਸੀਂ Punjabi पढ़े हैं. मेरा brother भी मेरे नाल गाਉਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ शब्द शुरू ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ at the age of 10-11 years old.
Yeah.
ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਗੀਤ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ.
Right. That's how you started with your brother. Did your brother stop? Did he didn't want to carry
Yeah,
on?
we sang for while we ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਹੀ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ sang, but then he stopped.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I still had the interest. I carried on.
Yeah, you got the bug, right? And you didn't want to stop. So
Yeah. But,
I mean,
it was something, you know, say it's a hobby or a passion or whatever. And that's all it was. And never thought he'd become a profession or anything.
No.
But you still learn. Singing is you learning all your life.
Yeah, you never stop learning. But sometimes you're just born to do something. You know, I don't know if it's God's given talent or
well, I think it's sometimes it's God's given, you know, because I always, because Sat, as you know, manu bajani bhi aana hunda. If somebody asks me, yaar sare gama pa sura ki sare gam paya man, I wouldn't know. Right? It was something that came natural to me. The only thing I rehearsed was listening to different singers. That's how I learned.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, there was a good song, I would listen to it and try and sing that song as the best of my knowledge I could.
Yeah. But so you had a natural ear for music to sing on key. Yeah. Because I've heard you many times live, many times, and
I mean that's why if I say I'm going to sing now, it'll something will automatically come to me. You know, if somebody told me, "Oh, aap baje di sorry ette nahi main itthe ga sakda." But apni range da bhi hunda. Then I said, it is nice if you know baja, na. It is very helpful. Twanu sur gyan zyade hunda fir. But baje wele oh waheguru di kirpa nal gaddi turi ai.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and just naturally you start. And when you was listening to singers, I know you're a big Gurdas Maan fan, and I know a lot of people know you are, and I'm a big Gurdas Maan fan, mainly because of you. Because I started listening to you, and you used to sing Challa, and I started asking my friend, I go, what song is that? I was only young, and I think I asked my dad, and he goes, hey, Gurdas Maan da gana, and he had a record, and then I started getting into Gurdas Maan a bit. It's all because of you. And
I mean, when I first started listening, Jan main Punjabi te padda, A.S. Kang Paji sato senior si.
Right.
I used to sing a lot of his songs. Giddiyan di rani lambade no nachdi lut ke le gaye pat ke sunne rehnge chware tere to putran darsenga aur ode EP kede ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ. Then I used to listen, obviously Pachangi group us time te vi naal hunda hi, but A.S. Kang was my first one I used to listen. You like his songs. Where the Gurdas Maan, and I also Maan ka bhi I used to listen to everybody.
Yeah. You did, yeah.
Because ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਸੁਣੋਗੇ you always pick up things. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਰੇਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਹਰੇਕ ਗਾਣੇ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਹੀ ਆ. And I used to say ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਗਾਣਾ ਗਾਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉਸਤਾਦ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਲਈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ, ਉਹਦਾ ਗੀਤ ਗਾ ਕੇ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ. I might not be able to sing as good as them, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕੁਝ ਨਾ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਆ. ਬਾਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਆ.
That's right.
ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰ ਲਓਗੇ ਉਨੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਆ.
And you mentioning Kuldeep Mara. No, you still look the same. You haven't. You still look absolutely the same. And you talk about Kuldeep Manak as well. I remember you used to sing Ranjhe Di Gali. You know, everyone calls it Dilla, but it's Ranjhe Di Gali. You used to sing that at weddings. Yeah. Oh my God, I used to love that. And again, that got me into folk music because of you. You guys, you know, listening to you play. And Yeah. But so, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੇਰਾ passion ਸੀ ਗਾਉਣ ਦਾ, obviously, and you like singing skang songs. Did you think ਮੈਂ ਵੀ group ਬਣਾਉਣਾ, or I want to join a group?
Yeah. ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ me and my brother ਇੱਕ ਸਾਡਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਸੀ, ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਸਟੇਜ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਜਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਹਾੜੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ. ਰਾਈਟ ਦੈਨ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਚੰਗੀ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਲਬੀਰ ਦਲਵੀਰ ਤਲੋ ਚ ਹੁਣੀ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਉਸ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ. ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸਕੂਲ ਦਾ ਟੀਚਰ ਸੀ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਭੋਗ ਜੀ, sadly he is no longer here, ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਢੋਲਕੀ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ. ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸੰਡੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਿਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ ਜਾਂ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਗੀਤ ਗਾਉਂਦਾ, ਫਿਰ ਸੰਡੇ 1 ਘੰਟਾ ਸਾਤੋਂ ਲਵਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਗੀਤ ਗਾਉਣੇ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ। ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਜਦ ਭਜੰਗੀ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਸੀ, they knew I used to sing but only ਧਾਰਮਿਕ। ਪਰ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ, ਜੇ ਸਾਥੀ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਅੱਧਾ ਗੀਤ ਗਾ ਦੇਣਾ। ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਰ when they split up, then Tarlochan knew that I used to sing, then ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅਪਰੋਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਏਦਾਂ ਜੋ you like to sing, so it was the good opportunity ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੀ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ in 1979.
79, that's when you started.
79,
yeah. I mean, I was looking back at some of your releases, your albums, and they seem so long ago now, you know.
Yeah. 41 years now.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Yeah, I'm 44.
Lies, yeah.
That's what I mean. I'm 44 years old, so that's what I mean. You've been throughout my life, you've always been there.
Yeah,
you know, your songs.
I mean, I think you started to know was when we was Apna Sangeet.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
yeah.
I sung 4 years with Pachangi group from 79 to 83. Then we made Apna Sangeet.
That's when, so when you was in Pachangi, obviously you enjoyed it, but did you want to make your own group, or was it just time to move on?
Well, it just came across, and then something happened. Then we Kulwant was in Pachangi group as well, and ਅਸੀਂ ਦੋਨੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ। Then you know, ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਬਾਅਦ ਵੇਲੇ ਗਰੁੱਪਾਂ 'ਚ ਹੋ ਹੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ। Then we decided to go our way. Then me, Kulwant and Davinderpal Kalsi, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ 3 ਜਣੇ ਸੀਗੇ, 3 of us। ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਜਦ ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਨੇ, ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੀ ਨਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਕੋਈ ਰੱਖਿਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਕੀਤਾ, ਪਹਿਲਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ।
Right, first one.
ਹਾਂਜੀ।
Yeah.
So that's when we started. Then Gurchanmal came, and then Nicky Jinder came, and then John guitarist came.
Yeah. That was the core group, wasn't it? That was the group, cool. Right? When it was magic once you got together. And so you didn't have a name, Hannah, but
I mean, the first time when ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਿੰਨ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੇ ਹਨਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਗੁਜਰਾਤੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਲੱਬ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਪੱਬ ਕਿਦਾਂ, ਉੱਥੇ ਐਵਰੀ ਮੰਥ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੰਗਰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਉੱਥੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ। and he used to pay him £150. Kulwant used to leave Stratford Road ਦੇ ਲਾਗੇ, ਉੱਧਰ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਨਾ। ਉਹਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਏਦਾਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਆ, ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕਰ ਦੇਈਏ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਯਾਰ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਜਣੇ ਆ? ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ 3 ਜਣੇ ਆ। ਹੈ ਉਹ ਹੱਸ ਪਿਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ 3 ਜਣੇ ਆ, ਵੀ ਗਰੁੱਪ 'ਚ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ 5-6 ਜਣੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ। What you gonna do, ਹਨਾ? ਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਂਸ ਦੇ, ਤੂੰ ਤਾਂ £150 ਨਾ ਦੇਈਂ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਗਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਦੇ ਦੇ। So we went and we sung. So ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੀਗੀ, ਪਬ 'ਚ ਬੰਦੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ, they enjoyed it. And ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਗੁਜਰਾਤੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ here's £150. He said next month ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆ ਜਿਓ। You know, that's how it started. I mean, it wasn't with ਕੋਈ ਪੈਸਾ, it was just ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇੱਕ hobby ਸੀ, ਵੀ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇ। Then obviously ਫਿਰ ਜਦ ਨਿੱਕੀ ਜਿੰਦਰ ਆ ਗਏ, ਗੁਰਚਰਨ ਆ ਗਿਆ, then ਸਾਡੀ ਐਲਬਮ ਵੀ ਆ ਗਈਆਂ, then people started to recognize us.
Yeah, I just want to thank that Gujarati pub owner for giving you a chance.
Yeah, sure. I mean, ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ thank ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਂਸ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਨੂੰ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ 3 ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਯਾਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ 3 ਜਣੇ ਕੀ ਹੋ। Davinder was playing tabla, Kulwant playing baja and singing, I'm singing, that's it.
That was it, yeah. Wow. So when did the name come about?
The name came actually, it was given to us by Apna Bhajan. He had a video shop, Apna Video. And ਅਸੀਂ also we were thinking of name, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਜਦ we were thinking ਉਸ time ਦਾ ਗੋਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ TV ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ Fame. Yeah. And we were thinking, yaar, fame rakh liye, baby, music to do with music, है ना? फिर सीखा यार रे गोरियां वाला चंगा लगना। साडा एक प्रोग्राम सीगा ते एल्बनी होटल ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹੌਲੀਡੇ ਇਨ ਆ ਹੋ ਬਣਿਆ। ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗਾ, ਵੈਡਿੰਗ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ, ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਭਜਨ ਵੀ ਸੀਗਾ। he used to do video and ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਯਾਰ, ਅਸੀਂ ਦੋਨੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਸੀ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਯਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ we looking for a name, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਖ ਲਾਂਦੇ, ਹਨਾ? ਉਹਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵੀ, ਮੇਰੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਸ਼ਾਪ ਹੈ, ਆਪਣਾ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੀ, ਹਨਾ। ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਿਹਾ, ਮੈਂ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਕਹਿਤਾ। That's it. That's how it became Apna Sangeet.
Yeah, the rest is history. So you could have been called Fame.
Yeah, could have been Fame Sangeet. But Apna was sometimes कोई चीज लग के आना ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੀ। And I think that name was a lucky name for us.
Yeah.
Apna, you can put anyway. Jithe marji apne nu jod la, ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਹੀ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ.
Yeah.
ਆਪਣਾ ਜੁਗਨੂ, ਆਪਣਾ ਹੀਰਾ, ਆਪਣਾ ਪ੍ਰੇਮੀ, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਮਰਜੀ ਲਾ ਲਾ ਆਪਣਾ.
Yeah. It's
ਹੈ
a
ਨਾ?
perfect.
So it was some ਬਾਜੀ ਵੇਲੇ certain things are gift ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਮਿਲਦੀਆਂ. ਉਹ it's mighty God ਉਹ ਕਰਾਉਂਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹੀ ਆ. ਹੈ ਨਾ? ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਰੇ ਫਹੀਮ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹੀ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਿਆ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੰਗੀਤ.
Yeah, it's a perfect name because our music, and it's
our music. Yeah,
it's our music. It's a brilliant name, and I was still laughing. You could have been Fame Sangeet, right? Not got quite the same ring to it, but so Apna Sangeet was born then, and you had your members. But did you? Whenever I listen to you, I've probably listened to you obviously once you was established and had a few albums. But you was a super tight group musically. So tight, you know, because I mean, your intros with the door and then the keys used to come in. It was magic. But was you always?
The thing is that everybody worked very hard, Hannah.
Yeah.
Whatever we did, like musically, Nicky was so good on his.
Oh
and Tabalchi, obviously, Devinder and Gurchan. Devinder was probably professional than all of us. So Ragiana Tabla bhi aata hunda hi.
Right.
And Nicky was very perfection. If you wanted to get a piece out, he must, or rather than me, to get perfection. That was the beauty. Whatever we recorded, we used to actually by recording. Sometimes we were better at stage than the recording.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, as a live band, you was unmatched. I think. I mean, there was that big thing. You know, whoever listened to Bhangra music in the south, it was the south and the north. So the south was Hira, Hira, and the north was Apna Sangeet, right? And you had to like when you're at school, you choose: are you Hira or you Apna Sangeet, right? Obviously, I was Apna Sangeet, right? But you was that top level band, you know. You was, and you had the traditional sound was one of your main things. You was a traditional
main thing,
And I mean, when your first album came out, Apna Sangeet, and you had the the Bolnia was the one, right? That it was a hit, wasn't it? Straight away.
Yeah. I mean, that first album was recorded in Nicky's house bedroom.
Wow.
It wasn't a studio.
Really?
No, he was recorded in Nicky's bedroom. He had us time to spools on this. Four tracks on this.
Yeah.
In one track, in one little room, he had that track thing and the mixer. In the other room, a normal mic, not a recording mic. Nikade SM58 use karida no vocal.
Yeah.
Them are the mics we recorded on.
Right. Well, I never knew that. I thought it was a studio recording.
No, Karda studios.
Yeah. That's amazing. I mean, you would never know. And so you made some songs. Obviously, Kulwant Bhamrah is a lyricist as well. He writes, you know,
most of the songs are written by him.
Yeah, and obviously one of the best writers we've had probably in the UK for Bhangra songs, right? And so you had the songs, and was it 12 songs on that album? Or?
No, I think 10.
So you had 10.
8 or 10 is what I'm.
Yeah, 8, like you used to
mostly
have. Mostly
8.
Oh yeah, back then. So you had the spool. So what did you do with it? Did you think we're going to go to a record company and?
Oh yeah, our friend had a record company, Sirocco, Himmat Singh.
Oh, right.
So this album was released with him. So then 3 albums were released with him. Tour India. Then after that album, he took to India. He took us to India to record. Then we recorded 2 albums, Tour India and Mera Yaar.
Right.
Tour India, the which Soho Road si gana.
Yeah.
We recorded 20 songs in 4 days.
Yes.
20 songs in 4 days.
Yeah.
फिर ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ show ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ. We did 1 show in Bombay and 1 in Delhi.
Wow, that must have been. I mean, that for you personally, that must have been amazing. You know, as a young.
Yeah, it was amazing. The thing was, ਸਾਡਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ recording experience ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, because ਅਸੀਂ ਨਿੱਕੀ ਦੇ ਘਰੇ recording ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ. ਹੁਣ ਉੱਥੇ, you know, the live musicians, Bombay ਦੇ musicians ਹੋਈ ਸੀ ਸਾਰੇ, and you had to record the whole song at one time.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Ajikal computer take a line galo. You had to record the whole song. If we made a mistake, the whole song had to be done again.
All right.
That's amazing. And we probably made mistakes. They were professional people, and they cut mistakes. But that's how them 2 albums were recorded in 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
What, both albums?
Both albums.
Oh my
20 songs.
20 songs. So it's a good trip. Good trip. Worth going. Yeah, worth going.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's so at this time in the UK at least, what was Apna Sangeet name sort of coming about? The people started realizing, this is a new group. Obviously, you had the Bodley on the first album. That sort of made your name. But it's always hard to come with the second album, right? Because they want to see what you got next.
Then the Soho Road came about, huh?
Yeah, I mean that song itself. We have to talk about that song because it's so linked with you now, Anna. You think Sardara Gill, you think Soho Road, and that was a worldwide hit, right? Everyone knew Soho Road, right?
Yeah, that song was known all over the world. Even with that, if you think like we were just discussing, certain things are made for certain people. You get is the Lako Vaheguru the Odi Kirpanale Hunda. Soho Road actually was a song for Chirag Pehchan.
Right.
Chirag Pehchan, Amarjit Sidhu had that song written. He used to work on Soho Road, the pharmacist. Right. A writer from India came, Jashila, Bangiyan da mere pind de lage da. He was a writer, so Punjabi boys wala hunda hi utte Kuldeep. He took it to Amarjit Sidhu, and Amarjit said, well, write a song for us. So when they wanted to record, they never recorded the song. Mangal ne jana una de man nahi laga gana. And Nikki and Jinder was भी Chirag Pehchan hai na.
Right.
So when they come, Jinder had the song. So before going to India, he mentioned that song to me, and I said, let's record it.
Yeah.
And that's how that song came to me.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Changed everything.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Little things in life.
Yeah. I mean, there's always a story, like I say, probably that song was meant for me.
Yeah, because I've heard
probably.
Yeah, I think so, because I've heard other people sing it. I think I've sung it when I was with Jugunu or the Dole, but no one can sing it like you. There's only one person who can sing that song in the world. It's you.
It's not a hard song. It's a simple song, but it just sometimes people just want to hear that.
Yeah, and it's your song. It's It's
I mean, that was a song that made me people ne meri recognition mili.
Yeah, because it's such a catchy song, and it's
catchy. I mean, till now, people come to from all over the world want to see Soho Road. Just because of the song.
Yeah, it still lasted the test of time. It's a classic. It's a pure Bhangra classic, and it will always go down as a classic song. And so after that song, Apna Sangeet's name was kind of everywhere now, right? And did you as a group feel, boys, we've got something here. And we can do something with this.
Yeah, I mean, then we all used to work as well, sorry. Then jad sada booking काफी होने लग पई, and then we फिर ऐसे full time singing ले कर ले पाए. That's when we started singing. I mean, then we started our tours as well. First tour we went 88 to Canada.
Yeah. So what was that like, going to Canada as a group and the people?
As a group, I mean, we was nervous. We were पहली बार ही आना सी group ने. और उत्थों तो बाहर इंडिया दे आर्टिस्ट आते हुंदे सीगे ना.
Exactly, yeah.
And we were the first, as he first जाना सी, and उत्थे Queen Elizabeth Theatre साडा पहला शो उत्थे होना सीगा. So सानू नहीं पता भी वो full house होना कि नहीं होना है ना.
Yeah.
So thank God, touch wood, it was full house. People, and Mohammed Sadiq, Ranjit Kaur were host time Canada which they came to see a show. Yeah. And that show साडा success was very successful. Uto baad, I mean, we went Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary, and everywhere. Sade us time te people always used to say, yes, ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਵੈਂਕੂਵਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਣ ਗਏ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ you could hear ladies people, ਉਹ ਸੋਹੋ ਰੋਡ ਵਾਲੇ ਆ ਗਏ, ਸੋਹੋ ਰੋਡ ਵਾਲੇ ਆ ਗਏ. Because ਸਾਡਾ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਸੋਹੋ ਰੋਡ ਗਾਣਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ, ਇੱਕੋ ਟੀਵੀ ਚੈਨਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਸੁਸ਼ਮਾ ਦਾ, ਉਹਨੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ, ਉੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਗੀਤ ਗਾਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ. So people sort of Soho Road ਦਾ ਗਾਣਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਤੇ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸੀ, then they recognized the faces behind the Soho Road as well.
Yeah.
So ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ that was ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਗਾਣਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ everybody knew. ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ whenever we went there we used to say ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਕਾਟ ਰੋਡ ਹੈ ਉੱਥੇ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ, ਸਕਾਟ ਰੋਡ ਤੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਚ ਮੁੰਦਰਾ ਪਾ ਕੇ, so we used to change
it
the
up.
lyrics bit for the road as well for them.
Yeah. So now Apna Sangeet's known worldwide. I mean, for you yourself personally, you know, you was a young boy, come from India, had a song for singing, and now you've got a worldwide hit song of your own. I mean, did you ever think, you know, mere sufne sare, you know, aage true they come true?
No, actually sat sochya nahi si kade. Like you said, ek hobby si, and my dad used to say be kam kar tu karda jo ਘਰਦਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਹਨਾ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੇ. I mean, it wasn't ਪਹਿਲੀਆਂ ਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੈਸੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ 6 members ਸੀ, whatever came we split equal, ਹਨਾ, and it wasn't like, it was just that the love for music, ਹਨਾ. Obviously ਜਦ ਨਾਮ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ, people recognition ਹੋ ਗਈ, ਤਾਂ I always say ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ, I don't think I'm a great singer. There are better singers than us in India who are sitting behind. Sometimes it's that kismat hai thodi ਕਿਤੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ, and ਉਹ ਰੱਬ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ. I mean, I've seen the world now, ਹਨਾ, wherever you people now, I never expect for the kind of singing ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਕੋਈ classical ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, and the God has shown us the world, and what more do you expect, ਹਨਾ. I always say ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਹੀ ਕਰੋ for what he's given you. I mean, everything, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ family wise, everything, ਇਹ ਉਹਦੀ ਦੇਣ ਆ ਜੋ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ. I mean, ਬੰਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਦਾ, ਕਰਨੀ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ, ਪਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਉਹਦਾ ਹੱਥ ਉੱਪਰ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਾ ਹੱਥ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ.
Yeah, and you've always kept humble. Whenever I've met you on all the group, they're always very friendly, very supportive. I mean, ਅਸੀਂ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, you know,
ਸਾਡੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ 'ਚ ਅਸੀਂ, ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਥਿੰਕਿੰਗ ਸੀਗੀ, ਸਾਡੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਥਿੰਕਿੰਗ ਇਹ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਚਾਹਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਆ. ਹੁਣ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਤੋਂ, ਸਾਡੇ ਫੈਨਸ ਤੋਂ ਮੂੰਹ ਮੋੜ ਲਈਏ, who's gonna support us, ਹਨਾ. A singer is only a singer if there's public to watch him. ਜੇ ਸੁਣਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਸੁਣਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ, ਤਾਂ ਘਰ ਬੈਠਾ ਜੋ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਰੇ, ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਗਾਈ ਜਾਵੇ, ਹਨਾ. Because I always say ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਨੇ ਬਣਾਇਆ. People like you, people who ਸਾਡੇ ਫੈਨਸ ਆ, ਜਿਹਨੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਿਆ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹਦਾ, ਉਹ ਜਦ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਆ, ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਚਿੱਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਚੰਗਾ. ਹਾਂ, ਇੱਕ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਗਾਉਣਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਗਾਈਏ, ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਓਰੀਐਂਟਡ, ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਘਰ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਗਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤਾਂ ਸੁਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤਾਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਸੁਣ. ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਗੀਤ ਕਦੇ ਗਾਉਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ 'ਚ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਤੇ ਸੁਣ ਸਕਦਾ, ਫਿਰ why should I sing it?
Yeah, the singers these days are very different.
ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਜਾਏ.
Very different. I've interviewed, well, I've met a few of them at least, and they're very different people. And
I mean, good luck to them. I mean, ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ opportunities, ਕਈ ਮੁੰਡੇ, young ਮੁੰਡੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਨਵੇਂ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਜਾਂ ਨਵੇਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਲਿਰਿਕਸ ਆ, ਸਮਟਾਈਮ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, they ring you, uncle, ਅਸੀਂ ਵੋਕਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ, ਫੇਸ show me what song it is, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਗਾਣਾ ਦੱਸੋ, if I like it I will do it. ਹੁਣ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਗਾਣੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਦੇ ਕਰਦੇ, ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਾਕਾ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਨਾ ਕਰੀ, but it's not suitable for me. I've never sung song like that all my life, and I don't want to do it again. ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ end ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ I don't want to sing songs like that.
You don't need to do that. Yeah.
So it's best to, ਹਨਾ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਕਿਹੜੇ youngsters have that song from them. I'm sorry, I won't be able to do it.
Yeah. So, what kind of songs that he does, like gangster songs and sharab and guns, and I couldn't imagine Sardara you doing something like that.
ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ, ਗਾਣੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਈ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆ. ਹੁਣ ਕਈ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਦੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾਏ, ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਆ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਦੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਕੋ, ਉਹ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਰੇਕ ਹੀ ਪੀਂਦਾ, ਹਨਾ, ਮਤਲਬ ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਉਹ 'ਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ, ਹੁਣ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹੀਏ ਨਹੀਂ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਤਾਂ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਪੀਂਦੇ ਲੋਕ ਆਏ ਆ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੀਂਦੇ, ਪਰ ਹਰੇਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੋਡਰੇਟ 'ਚ ਹੋਣੀ ਆ. ਪਰ ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਿਆਹ ਸ਼ਾਦੀ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਦਾ ਗਾਣਾ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਹੀ ਆ, ਕਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਹੀ ਪੀਂਦੇ ਆ. ਇਟਸ ਨੋਟ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਦੇ ਗਾਣੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਮੋਸਟਲੀ ਕਚਲੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ ਦੇ ਜੋ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੀ ਆ
Yeah,
ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਹਰੇਕ ਸਿੰਗਰ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਤੇ ਗਾਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਗਾਇਆ ਹੋਣਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ
because that's the one that gets everyone on the dance floor, right? Because they've had a few drinks by then, and then
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੂਡ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ
they're ready for it. And that's what singers do. They make songs for entertainment, and people do like them songs. But there's a lot of sort of gangster style images now, and it's interesting what you think as someone who's I mean, it's a different time back then, wasn't it? When
those were different times, and I don't know whether it's ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੋਈ ਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਆ ਹਨਾ that's his choice. I wouldn't, my choice won't be that ਹਨਾ but good luck to whoever wants to do ਜੋ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਬਟ ਕਰਦਾ but everything ਕਮਾਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਰੇਕ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਹੈਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇੱਜ਼ਤ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਹਨਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜੇ ਉਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਗਾਣਾ ਗਾਇਆ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਯੰਗਸਟਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਗਾਣਾ ਗਾਤਾ ਫਿਰ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗਾਲਾਂ ਕੱਢਣ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਦਾ ਗਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਫਾਇਦਾ
exactly and it's
so that's my view ਹਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਯਾਰ ਮੜ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਦੀ ਕਿਸਮਤ ਜੋ that's his way of singing that's good luck to him ਹਨਾ who am I to say ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਗਾਓ
It's all I can say because it's an image world these days.
ਉਹੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ 40 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਗੀਤ ਗਾਦਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਉਹ 40 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਗਾਇਆ ਅੱਜ ਇਸ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਤੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਰਦਾ
ਹਨਾ
ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਰਿਕਾਰਡਿੰਗ ਇਕੱਠੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਐਲਬਮ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਸੀ it's all changed ਹਨਾ
it's all changed everything's changed social media image sometimes it's not even about the song now it's about the video like even my kids right
I mean the olden days that there never used to be videos
no
people used to queue through the shops to buy your cassettes then CDs came and those were the good days I would say
and there was no videos nothing and I think the first cassette I brought was
a radio station to be one or two
there wasn't many no
ਆਪਣੇ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਥੋੜੇ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਚੱਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਆ
ਉਸ
ਵੇਲੇ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਸਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਥੋੜੇ ਸੀ I mean but at least ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਹਾਂਗਾ UK ਦੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ I'm not talking just ਆਪਣਾ ਸੰਗੀਤ I'm talking all the bands ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਹੀਰਾ ਲਾ ਪ੍ਰੇਮੀ ਚਿਰਾਗ ਪਹਿਚਾਨ ਆਜ਼ਾਦ DCS ਇਹਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਯੰਗ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕਲ ਲਿਆ that's ਇਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਗਰੁੱਪਾਂ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਹਾਂਗਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਲਚਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਦੇਣ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਤਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਤਾਂ AS ਕਾਂਗ ਨਾੜੀ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਭਜੰਗੀ ਬਲਵੀਰ ਹੋਣੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਫਿਰ ਥੋੜੇ ਜਿਹਾ ਸਾਜ ਮਾਡਰਨਾਈਜ਼ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮਾਡਰਨਾਈਜ਼ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਯੰਗਸਟਰ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਸ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਸੋ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋ ਯੰਗਸਟਰ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਗਾਉਣਾ ਜਾਂ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ which is good ਹੁਣ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਫਿਲਮ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ
exactly and I think you're right because I think bands like Apna Sangeet and the others DCS Pradesi all of them I mean they changed our generation my generation or listening to Punjabi music I started learning Punjabi because I wanted to be you and to be a singer I joined Jugnu because I started listening to your songs. My kids listen to Punjabi music because of me.
That's good.
And that I was in Bende Munde because I wanted to be in a band. And that all that shonk and that love for my culture and Punjabi is been listening to Apna Sangeet and the other bands. That's how it started.
Oh yeah. When I see we've sung Hira songs, we've sung a lot of songs. Whatever was good at that moment, we used to sing everything. And all bands, the good thing is ਸਾਡੀ ਆਪਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਸੀ and that was a very nice thing ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ at this time we still meet each other ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਈ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਵੈਡਿੰਗ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਰੇ which is good so jad ਅਸੀਂ program ਕਰੀਦਾ it was a healthy competition it was a healthy competition and obviously you want to do well on the stage
but you were friends because I know with Hira I mean I was talking about Hira and then Apna Sangeet that was the fans making that between you was all friends
we are very friends we still are
Yeah, I mean, see, great times, very different times then.
Yeah.
So, talking about videos, I remember you had a video for Baleshera, Chakde
Chakde
Fatte.
Fatte, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember that video, and that was one of the first videos I remember seeing.
That was the first video we did, Chakde Fatte. BBC, it was, us time te assi pehli video, assi kadi kade video banai si. It was the first video, the crew, the cameramen were from BBC. Jini gore si, Jini banai si. At that time, it costed us £4,000 to make the video.
4,000.
That was, yeah, us time thing. And lookane like it was something different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I remember it. I still remember it now, obviously, because because a lot of them bands, if you think all the great songs, all the groups did, like DCS and Alab, none of them. You're right. None of them had videos, and I don't know if that may have changed how we remember them.
Yeah, after that, then the video trend started. Then obviously,
yeah, because I remember Jana came, and then so you had a Ron Camilla and Kushiyan as well, right?
Kushiyan, Desi Rhythm, Chakde Fatte.
Yeah, I remember Kushiyan because did you go to India for that as well? With the music by Charanjit Ahuja? Yeah. I mean, what a great music producer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, see, most albums are in India, both Desi Rhythm was India as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you get the job done very quick, in 2-3 days.
Yeah. I mean, studio time is very expensive in the UK. I know.
Yeah. And this profession, it is expensive, and she started काम भी करते होंगे सी.
Yeah.
But
Kushiyan was for me one of my favorites because musically it was I don't know, I think it just suited your vocals and Kulwant Bhamrah's vocals, and because you had traditional voices and your songs are traditional fun songs, family fun songs, celebrate songs.
Yeah,
and I wanted to mention that one because that's the one. It's got a share at the beginning and the when you start off, and it's sung at all the weddings, and I remember the weddings we used to sing it, and it's a beautiful song. That's probably why it's one of my favorite albums, that one. And I've been listening to all the songs before you come on today, and it's been it's been great fun. So you had Kushiyan, but there's a point, Sardara, for yourself personally, where did you want to do your own song or album, or did you just want to try something else?
Yeah, I mean, I never did. It was always Apna Sangeet, whatever we did. And then Kulwant did solo, he did solo before I did.
Right.
He did solo, Overdrive.
Overdrive, yeah.
Then मेरे friend कहते हैं तुम ही solo कर ला.
Yeah.
Right. So then I approached Amajit Sidhu,
Yeah.
And he used to do music, and I'm like, Amajit, I want to do an album. Can you do the music for me? Yes. So फिर ਅਸੀਂ jam to the Bhangra ਕੀਤਾ है.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about Jam to the Bhangra, obviously, because again, that's a classic album. But Amajit Sidhu himself is an amazing man, isn't he? I mean, he's done so much,
yes, for Bhangra music, he's done a lot.
He's done the awards. He's a music producer. He was in a band himself, and he sung as well, didn't he? I remember his songs. So he had some songs out himself. I mean, he did everything he did.
Yeah. I mean, he did so much for in England, in UK. He did so much for Bhangra music. Pop Awards, nothing nobody does the album. He did the Pop Awards, and obviously he was a singer himself, and he helped Mangal a lot.
Yeah,
and he helped us a lot, Apna Sangeet as well.
Yeah,
and I mean, to be honest, my solo album, it was all down to him, his music, and one of the songs, Apna Sangeet Vajja Apna Sangeet, that's one day recording as well. Even with that song, it was a song for Apna Sangeet at the album, but we never recorded it. So I was doing an album with Amajit Sidhu, and there was one song we were in studio, and a Punjab te gana sagata. And I said to Amajit, Amajit, this Gana, it don't sound right. And I'm not getting the mood to sing. It's not sitting. Okay, is there another song? I said, yeah, there's another song. I said, we never recorded in Apna Sangeet album, but Jinder's got it. And he said, have you got the lyrics? And I also had a mobile phone, isn't it? Right? So from the studio, commentary planner studio, I rang Jinder, had the lyrics over the phone. I did the vocals, next I did music, and that was it.
Yeah.
And we put that song on the album as the 5th song, as an extra song. Yeah. And that became one of the biggest songs for.
So that song was a filler for the album. You know, he used to make fillers. Yeah. That's there. We got no, okay, let's just make one.
And it was written by late Indrajit Hassanpuri, who also came from India. And Jinder was dropping him off at the airport when he wrote this song for us.
So what, he's writing in the car as he's dropping him off?
And now Jinder was dropping in the, and he said to him, can you write something on this? So while he was dropping off to London in his car, he wrote this song, Apna Sangeet Vaje Apna Sangeet.
Yeah.
Certain things are meant to be.
Meant to be, yeah. And so that you got to think, if you ever record a song and it goes over 2 days, then leave it, because all your hit songs have been recorded in 1 day.
Yeah.
Last minute.
I mean, most of the hit songs are just, you don't think it just comes. And I never thought. Apna Sangeet became, it was voted on BBC One as the best anthem, Bhangra anthem for full time.
Yeah. It's an anthem.
2013.
Yeah.
They chose 50 songs, they did a survey. They chose 50 songs, and I had 2 songs in them 50 songs, Soho Road and Apna Sangeet.
Yeah, so you had 2 on.
Yeah, Soho Road came 10th, and Apna Sangeet became number 1. Was voted by public. Punjabi MC, I thought Punjabi MC would have won it, because he came second. He's Mundiya to Bach Ke Rahi.
Right.
I mean, there was loads of songs. Apne A.S. Kang Paji Nan de Gidde de Rani, Nadi Sangeet Pachangiya Hira, all the songs I'd have imagined Apna Sangeet would win it, but Rabdi Karpana became.
Yeah.
The thing is, this song, mix to bagir haje bhi tusi sun lo, people still dance to it.
Yeah, it's just
it's that beauty. That's beauty.
It's the beauty.
Thanks to Majestic for doing the music.
Well, it's everything. It's your voice and the song. It's the simplicity.
Yeah, everything is right, and the lyrics.
The lyrics and the hoys, the stops. Simple. It gets a crowd going. Yeah. Everyone can sing along. Everyone can do hoy hoy, right? And even if you can't speak Punjabi, you could do that bit. Because my friend here, right, and he loves that song. He's a Punjabi guy, but his Punjabi's not brilliant, but he loves that song because he can really get involved and go hoy hoy. He loves that.
A long time, somebody sent me a video, and there was an English guy married an Indian girl. An English band singing English songs, and they song because Indian gora kara raha si, and the live band song Apna Sangeet Vaje Apna Sangeet.
Was it better than you? Did they sing it better than you?
yeah. But the pronunciation wasn't in. But they did a good job. No, as an English band, they did the music, everything very nice.
Yeah,
so it's something. It's catchy. Catchy. People, everybody's got their own choice anyway. Everybody has their own fans. But ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕਿਸਮਤ ਤੋਂ ਮਿਲੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਜੱਜ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਗਾਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੰਗਾ ਨਾ that ain't gonna do anything ਉਹਦੀ ਜੋ ਕਿਸਮਤ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਮੇਰੀ ਕਿਸਮਤ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣਾ.
Yeah, but there's loads of good songs in Bhangra, right, throughout the years, but there's a few songs that just they explode, and they're all like Soho Road is one, Mundiya to Bach Ke Rahi, Punjabi MCs were another one. Bally Sagoo had some songs, and you had
GT Road te.
Yeah, there's always Gurdas Man
Sajjana ve Sajjana Challa.
Yeah,
Gurdas Man go do anything he likes. When he does the show, he will sing them 2 songs wherever he goes.
Yeah,
but wo 20 saal purane gaane hain, people still want to listen to it.
Yeah,
A.S. Kang Paji oni haje bhi gana giddiyan di rani and gidde vicha.
Yeah,
these songs are classic.
The classics, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've made 2 classics. You know, so you have though, haven't you? You have, you know, and
yeah, I mean, the other, I mean, 3 songs, yeah, jede man, wherever I go, people request. The other one is Gidde Vich Nach Kudiye.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Boote Jagpal ne music itta si. Pure magic.
That
So,
pure magic.
I mean, Soho Road and Apna Sangeet, I can't get away from them.
Yeah, they follow you around wherever you go. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you ever get tired singing them sometimes?
No. No, I don't get tired singing them songs.
Yeah. But Pure Magic was a fantastic album. Giddevich was a great song, and then you had Desh Mira as well in there, right? And yeah, because I love that. And Bhutta Jagpal is a fantastic music producer.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at the time when you worked together, he was the hit maker, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was one of the best in the country.
He was the main behind B21 as well, no?
Yeah. So did you say to him, look, I want to make an album with you, I like your music, or?
It's, you see, and we knew each other very well, Hana.
Yeah.
It was like a family thing. So I said, I'm gonna do an album. Uncle. No problem.
Yeah. It's a good nephew to have.
Yeah.
Very good nephew. But yeah, it's a great album. Yeah, I love that one as well. And today I was downloading some songs from iTunes, yours, and I ended up downloading like 4 albums.
Oh.
Because I started listening to them for, I remember this. I've got the cassettes, and I got but I haven't got a cassette player now, right? But so I downloaded them on iTunes, and they're all on there. So anyone listening and watching at home, go check out these songs. I mean, they're pure classics. And so you've had at that time when you was making these albums, Apna Sangeet was still going, right? It was still doing shows and because you
touring.
Touring, yeah, because I remember you doing the songs Apna Sangeet at Hammersmith Palais with Apna Sangeet. I remember that.
Yeah.
I was there in a daytimer, and
I recorded that in 92.
90. Wow, yeah. So 92. I was very young at a daytime. But that was a crazy time as well, wasn't daytime gigs?
Yeah.
That can you, if you think about that now, there was a lot of daytimers, wasn't there? Because
but then we stopped doing them. Obviously, people used to do student with Jandenisi, and they were not going to colleges or not going to schools, and then it wasn't right that we stopped doing them. Then obviously, क्योंकि पहला के night clubs see अपनी ladies भी घट जाते, then everybody started going out, and then the evening shows started hunde si anyway.
Yeah.
Mostly. So then we stopped doing the daytime shows. पहला काफी कीते यार.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember them, and we used to always go to Hammersmith Palais. They were the greatest days of my life.
Hammersmith Palais was a great nightclub as well. Great stage, big place as well.
Yeah. I remember me and my group of my friends on the train, and I think we was in central London, and we saw you. We saw Apna Sangeet walking past, and we was like, "Look, it's Apna Sangeet." We were so excited. I remember the days really well. They were great bands, Safari Boys. The lineup that used to have at daytime gigs was amazing. There was like Anarchy, Apna Sangeet, DCS,
Hira, everybody.
All on one show, and for about £10.
Yeah, that's it. About
£10, right? And but yeah, I mean, that was a different generation because we were too young to go to nightclubs. So we never had a chance to see you live.
You at the daytime scene.
Yeah, so unless we saw you at weddings, but that was you never knew what band it was going to be. Sometimes it was disappointing. Sometimes it was you know, it's DCS or Sahotas. But you know, when you was in Apna Sangeet doing the shows, did you look at other bands, certain bands, and thought, wow, they're fantastic and they're doing some really good stuff?
Oh yeah. I mean, appreciation. I mean, everybody was good in their own way. Everybody had their own unique style.
Yeah.
So that's why everybody had their own fans, you know?
Yeah.
So we were more traditional. DCS was more modern. Hero was modern and traditional. You know, everybody had their own, Alap had their own style. So own kind of songs, own melodies. So everybody, and we were all, like we said, we were all good friends. Yeah. Obviously, when you're playing on stage, you want to be better than the other one.
Yeah.
That was a healthy competition, and
Yeah.
you were on the day you want to show the public are you the best band on the day,
Yeah.
that was obvious. But otherwise, everybody had their unique style. That was the good thing about all the bands.
Yeah.
They had the individual style.
And that like you said, every band had their own sound because they used to sort of produce the music themselves.
Yeah.
And that live scene was, well, we won't never get that back, will we? That scene was,
I don't think so.
It was unbelievable. I know I spoke to Tubbsy
Yeah.
Dolakiwala on this show, and he obviously does live experience band.
I mean, we still do live, but it's not the same. I'm being honest. It's not, because at that time, every band had their own set musicians. They knew everything, every single song, what we're going to do. So I don't have to look around telling what to do. I don't have to look around telling. They knew what. Every band had their own musicians, and nobody had to go with anybody else because everybody was so busy. Right? Now, there's hardly that many gigs that are live. Weddings are mostly DJs, you know that, sir.
Yeah.
And only in thing now is you're doing a PA at weddings. They have a DJ, you do an hour, and people book you for that. I mean, even PA, I always say, if you want to do a PA, do sing. Some people don't sing.
Yeah.
But if you want to do PA, I always say, people are paying you, then doing a PA, you must sing, even if your own songs here. You hope they're going to have a music made. Have your mic loud. You sing, even if there's a track going behind, sing on top of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just have the vocals out.
Yeah.
You should never, because these people are paying you for your work.
Yeah.
And they want you to listen, not to mime and go home.
Because otherwise,
that's my view.
Yeah, well, you're right, because otherwise it's just a CD playing, and you're just
otherwise the DJ's playing already anyway. So
yeah, what's the point you being there? So, yeah, but so I know you do some PAs, and I think sometimes when you get booked, because they want Sardara Gill there, they want the person there who sings Sohoror and Apna Sangeet. They want that presence there, right? And but do you yourself, do you enjoy PAs, or is it something that you've come to like?
I enjoy both. Live is okay, much better. You can chop and change a song whenever you like, huh?
Yeah.
With that, you have to complete one song and then to go into another song.
Yeah.
But because I still sing live, so I still enjoy it.
Yeah. I think I know Apna Sangeet used to really enjoy sort of chopping a song and making it their own. I remember you used to do that with Challa. You used to speed it up. You remember? And I remember that. And,
I used to add a lot of things into those times. Things like that.
Yeah.
So things like that. And ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਖੀਆਂ ਡਿੱਗਿਆ ਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਮਾਨ ਦਾ ਦੂਜਾ ਮਸਤੀ ਮਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਖਾਣੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਸੀ. So in a live you can do anything you like, huh? That was the beauty about live.
Yeah, and that's probably what excited you as well, because I remember that Masti Mana. I've forgotten that song, and I remember that there's these songs that I remember, and that's the ones I started thinking. I go, who sings this song? And
I used to do a lot of Gurdas Maan songs. Masti Challa, Sajjana ve Sajjana Tere Shehr Wali, Sajjana ve Nahiyo Kade Jhagde Karinde, Chakkar hai. Some of the Kaggare bhi gayi, Fulkariyan bhi gayiyan. I used to sing all them songs. Loads of Gurdas Maan songs.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a great fan, but I used to, and musically, all the musicians used to play everything right. So
right, as it should be, yeah. And you've got obviously classic songs yourself, but that man's got like 30, hasn't he?
He's a great man, and
yeah, it's amazing. Sometimes, like you're talking about, sometimes people are given some talent. I mean, he's an actor, writer.
He's an actor, he's a writer, everything.
Yeah,
one-man show.
He's a one-man show. He's just got it, hasn't he? He's got
that. People who write and sing, they are not that many, but few. Jinne bhi ho hege o sare are very successful.
Yeah.
Gurdas Maan Paji, Satinder Sartar ji, Babbu Maan ji.
Yeah.
Jinne aap likhde a sare kamyab hai.
Yeah.
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੋਚੇ ਉਹ still they're gifted. All these people are God gifted.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, because their songs are their songs.
It's not everybody's cup of tea.
No.
ਸਾਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਿਖ ਸਕਦਾ, ਮੈਂ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's worked out okay for you because you don't.
Like I said, मैं तो रब दा शुकराना करना. I always thank God. Thank God. God, you've given me everything. You know, I didn't expect that I would be. मैं इन्ना मैंने लोग जानने जा मैंने तू मैंने देता मैंने दुनिया दिखा देती. I thank him because मैं as I said मैं ना सिखिया ना किते रियाज कीता, मैं कदे रियाज नहीं कीता.
Never, no.
No, बंदे रियाज ਤਾਂ मैं बच जाऊंगा तो मैं करूंगा मैं रियाज. हाँ उदा है whenever I had a chance I'll sing.
Yeah.
कार च बैठा हो गाता किथे जाना गाई जाना.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
What
that was
kind
my
of
रियाज.
Yeah. What kind of songs were you singing in your car? I'd love to.
मैं अपनी कार च मैं बाले किता कंग भाजी होना दे गाने गुरदास भाजी दे गाने मैं अपने गाना बहुत घट गाਉਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ.
Yeah.
ਚਲੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਟੇਜ ਤੇ ਗਾਉਣਾ ਹੀ ਆ, ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ. ਮੈਂ ਗਿੱਧਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਰਾਣੀ ਐ ਨੀ ਗਿੱਧੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨੱਚ ਕੇ ਦਿਖਾ ਨੀ ਜਰਾ ਲੱਕ ਲਿਚਕਾ, ਗਿੱਧਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਰਾਣੀ ਐ ਨੀ ਗਿੱਧੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ. ਸੀ ਬਾਕੀ ਦੇ ਗਾਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਉਹ ਰਿਆਜ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ.
Yeah.
ਸੱਜਣਾ ਵੇ ਨਹੀਂਓ ਕਦੇ ਝਗੜੇ ਕਰੀਂਦੇ ਹੋਏ, ਸ਼ਿਕਵੇ ਸ਼ਿਕਾਇਤਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਨੀ ਨਭੀਂਦੇ ਹੋਏ, ਇੰਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੀਂਦੇ ਸੱਜਣਾ, ਇੰਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੀਂਦੇ. ਸਿੱਧੀ ਸਾ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ.
Yeah, wow.
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਗਾਣਾ ਚਿੱਤ ਜਾ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਕਰ ਲੈਣੀ.
Yeah, I was very close to start singing then, but I didn't. I stopped it. I would have ruined this video. And but one day when COVID's gone, and you're at some show and you're singing, I'm going to jump on stage.
No problem. You're welcome.
Like the old days. But for yourself, you know, you've led such an interesting life, and you've given us so much pleasure as fans. I was also a member of the Apna Sangeet fan club.
Okay.
I was a member. I had the card, and because I remember, there's so many little stories about you because you was my hero, and you know, on the cassettes, your name would always be SS Gill, you know, Sardara Gill, right? So when I was in college, I made a group called Akiya. It's called Akiya, right? And I got the cards printed in Asda, and on there it's called Akiya, and I put SS Man. Because you used to put SS Gill, I put SS Man. Because they go, why do you put Satman? I go, no, SS Gill. Like Sardara, SS Gill.
Then I started, mostly ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸ਼ੋਰਟ ਪੂਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਮੇਰਾ ਫਿਰ ਲੰਮਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ, SS Gill ਲੈ ਕੇ ਉਹਦਾ KS ਭਮਰਾ ਮੇਰਾ SS Gill ਲਿਖ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ.
Yeah. And but what about for the future, Sardara? Now you said you do recording sometimes. I know you had a song recently, didn't you? A single that you had out, or
yeah. Chan Meria.
Yeah. So you're still recording, right? You're still doing.
Yeah, I did recording. I've recorded a couple of more songs. Only it's not time to release it anyway, huh? Hopefully I'll be recording another song. And ਪਿੱਛੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਗਾਣਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, recording ਤਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਪਰ event viral when I sung it my friends pub ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਧੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਸੀ. ਧੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਘਰਾਂ ਦਾ, ਸੱਚ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਕਰਾਂ ਦਾ. ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ 2 ਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਗਾ ਕੇ ਸੁਣਾਉਣਾ.
Please.
I'll sing it for you a couple of lines.
Please do.
ਧੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਘਰਾਂ ਦਾ, ਸੱਚ ਕਹਾਂ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਘਰਾਂ ਦਾ. ਧੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਘਰਾਂ ਦਾ, ਸੱਚ ਕਹਾਂ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਘਰਾਂ ਦਾ. ਗੀਤ ਕੋੜੀਆਂ ਕਿਕਲੀ ਗਿੱਧੇ ਕਿਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਾਉਣੇ ਸੀ, ਜੇ ਧੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਉਣੇ ਸੀ, ਜੇ ਧੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਉਣੇ ਸੀ. ਧੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਧਿਰ ਮਾਪਿਆਂ ਦਾ, ਧੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਸਰਦਾਰੀ, ਹਰ ਅੰਮੜੀ ਬਾਬਲ ਨੂੰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਧੀ ਜਾਨ ਤੋਂ ਪਿਆਰੀ. ਰੰਗਲੇ ਰੰਗਲੇ ਪੀੜੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਕੱਠੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਰਿੰਜਣਾ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਚਰਖੇ ਕਿਨੇ ਕਮਾਉਣੇ ਸੀ ਜੇ ਧੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਉਣੇ ਸੀ ਜੇ ਧੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਉਣੇ ਸੀ ਧੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਨੀਆਂ ਬਣਦੀਆਂ ਧੀਆਂ ਬਣਦੀਆਂ ਮਾਵਾਂ ਮਾਵਾਂ ਠੰਡੀਆਂ ਛਾਵਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ 100 ਸਦਕੇ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਚੱਲੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਰੀਤ ਪੁਰਾਣੀ ਸਿਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੋਂ ਵਾਰ ਕੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਜੋੜੇ ਕਿਨੇ ਲਗਾਉਣੇ ਸੀ ਜੇ ਧੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਉਣੇ ਸੀ ਜੇ ਧੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਉਣੇ ਸੀ ਧੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਘਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਧੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਘਰਾਂ ਦਾ So yes,
wow, fantastic. I would never dreamed in my life, I'll sit here with you and you'll be singing me a song one-to-one, no one else around. It's a dream. And so you definitely love them songs with meaning. That's something I've noticed, that you love the slow.
We don't get to sing these songs on stage because mahal different here. But even if I go to weddings or birthday parties, people have heard it. They always ask me to sing this song without music.
Yeah.
Just a lot of the old ladies come to me, could you please sing that song? मैं इंडिया गया सी इंडिया they asked me to मैं wedding ਤੇ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਵੀ please ਸਾਡੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਦਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹ ਗੀਤ ਤੂੰ ਗਾਵੇ.
Yeah.
Without music.
So just
certain things you like singing meaningful songs and which we don't get chance singing on live stage.
Yeah, and I think when you do the slow songs, Sardara, that's when we realize, and that's when people realize that the great voice you have, and that you are a great singer. I know you keep saying I'm not a great singer, but you've got that in you, And I remember True School was talking about singers, and they were saying, they never used to do harmonium. He goes, no. Yeah. He goes, they know. He goes, they've got the tone. He goes, you'd be surprised. Because obviously he loves that generation of you guys, that singers, And so he knows his music, obviously. He's a very talented guy, right? And yeah. And he said, no. People like Apna Sangeet, he goes, they know how to sing. He goes, they know. And you do. So I know you say you don't do harmonium and this kind of stuff. But you almost don't need to. And when you do the slow songs, I think that's when you can tell, all them years of doing live shows, tours, recordings.
Yeah. Very meaningful songs. Then you feel like singing. It comes from your heart as well, Anna.
Yeah.
And the emotions are there. It depends on the song, Anna.
Yeah.
And I like sometimes singing. Then just like singing songs like that.
Yeah, they're the ones to sing. Yeah, you want to sing. So you ever think about doing maybe like an album or a few songs like that?
That's not an album. No, probably not song like this, but album. Market नहीं है एकदम जैसा कि now I'm being honest, जो भी खर्चा ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ है ना. Obviously there's not that many programs. ਹੁਣ ਇਦਾਂ ਆ ਸਿੰਗਲ ਕਰ ਲਈਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਸਿੰਗਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਰੂਹ ਕਰਦੀ you just have to get Bhangra song you can record. That's why I did this song. That's so I mean nobody knew that song when I recorded it. They only knew when this video went viral, then everybody knew about it.
Yeah, it's videos, isn't it? See, it's about the videos these days. And but it'd be nice actually for you. I mean, I know what you mean. You have to do it yourself, and you have to I mean, even the record labels now, back in the day, it was like multi-tone.
Yes, they used to help you with the recording,
Yeah, or they've gone, haven't they? Now, it's Movie Box now and a few others. But so for the future, Sardara, look, coming towards the end, I've loved talking to you. It's been
thank you.
It's been brilliant, right?
Thank you very much, sir. Give my regards to all the Jugunu, everybody. I would like to thank all the fans for still supporting me, and keep on enjoying the Punjabi music.
Yes. They will.
People like you are promoting Bhangra, which is thank you a lot as well, you know. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਜੇ ਵੀ through media ਦੇ through social media ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭੰਗੜੇ ਨੂੰ promote ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, which is on thank you all.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And people are going to like this one because they know me and they know that I'm a fan of yours, so they know this will be a popular one, I think. But Sardar, look, it's been fantastic having you. And if you have a new single coming out or anything, let me know. You can,
well, yeah.
Come on, and we'll have a little chat. Doesn't have to be this long. And but it's been fantastic. Thank you very much for singing as well.
Thank you, sir. And for all the Russian, मैं सारा कहना चाहूँगा जिन्हें भी तेरा है podcast देख रहे हैं, to be careful of this pandemic, stay home, stay safe. वाहिगुरु ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਚ ਰੱਖੇ and ਤੰਦਰੁਸਤੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੇ.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sardara, and let's hopefully we'll meet soon.
Sure.